Hello and welcome to my Ironman Collection Log Series, episode 21, Vale Totems. With that episode name you might think we start in Vale, but you guessed wrong. We started Guardians of the Rift. I still had some searches left, and I got another Abyssal Lantern, which was kind of crazy. I wanted to do Guardians of the Rift. I seen the points, and I thought, come on, let's see if I'm lucky. I got something, but the crazy thing is, there was no pop-up that I got it, like new collection log thing. I have only one in my collection log, but I already had one in my bank. So I basically have two Abyssal Lanterns by that point, but no second lantern in my collection log, which is kind of odd. But I'm not gonna complain. It's free pearls for me. But because of those lanterns, basically a whole cascade of RuneScape happened, basically. Because of that, I needed to train agility. And when you think now, why do I need to train agility because of getting Abyssal Lantern? There's a whole lot of things that I need to do. I wanted to get redwood logs for the lantern. And to get redwood logs, you need 90 woodcutting or 87 if you boost with the dragon eggs. So I needed to train a lot of woodcutting to get to that point, to be able to get even to be able to cut the logs. Then for all that training, I thought it would be way better to get a dragon eggs because I don't have one right now. So I needed to do Dagon of Kings for that, especially Rex is the easiest one, just safe spot him. So the whole run to get to DKs is pretty long. So I decided basically I'm gonna bang out 85 agility first to get the shortcut for DKs. So the long run is basically not even there anymore. I don't need the padrock and all that kind of stuff. It's a pretty short run. It's pretty simple. I just do that. So that's basically what I did. In the behind the scenes, I'm not showing like 30 hours of me training agility. I just trained agility to get 85 for that shortcut. Then I'm gonna go for DKs to get the redwood, the dragon eggs. Then I'm gonna train woodcutting through forestry. Hopefully I get all the collection log slots there. And once I'm 87, I'm gonna get the redwood logs and I'm gonna go do Guardians of the Rift. That's like a typical RuneScape-ish cascade that happens once you want to do certain things. That's basically the reason why you can see that my Apital agility count is already pretty high. And that's why I ran all these rounds here. And the second thing, I'm not really sure if I want to get another graceful outfit for the other recolors. I'm kind of torn between that, so it's also a good plus that they added these Marks of Grace to this course as well. But right now we're 82 and I can do Haletsu Polka now, which is basically everything turned out pretty nice. So now I can go for the highest level Haletsu Polka to get my stuff there. But before all of that, it was interrupted with Vale Part 3, the update. And since I wanted to try out the Vale Totems, the fletching minigame, and I read in the post that you would need bows you could use them there. I decided to cut basically all of my EU logs that I had, or almost all of them, into EU longbows. That was the best I could do at that point. Got even 78 fletching before the update, and then I'm gonna show one run that I did basically almost instantly after the update. There's a short mini game that you need to do first, but it's pretty easy. You can see I already have an end branch in the inventory, but it's not, I didn't show me getting one yet. But that's gonna happen right after this clip. So I basically started at the main bank in Auburn Vale. I had full inventory, so hindsight is that I would have actually preferred not have cut them all, just put normal logs in. Since you only need 4 bows per totem that you do, you can pretty easily just get full inventory of logs with the log basket as well. Have both of them full. Then while you're between like these totems, you craft 4 bows or more, however you want basically. And then go do that. Because you can't store these bows and you need to bank a bit more to basically have all the... I wanted to get rid of all of my longbows now as well. And I didn't have enough U-logs left in my bank to not use all the longbows that I made. So it was a bit of a lose-lose situation there for me. But overall, this minigame is pretty cool to do. The only thing that I would say, there's a plugin out already. If you want to get it, it's called Vale Totems as well. That shows you like how many offerings there are on this thingy before it and all the kind of stuff. What numbers you need to press or what buttons you need to press. The other ones are grayed out now. And so you don't really need to think about it. You can do it like totally on the side now. And the only thing I would say if you don't do it with the plugin is that sometimes the wandering range of these like blue, green spirits is kind of too big, or they can hide behind like trees or buildings and stuff like that you don't really see them. It's not too big of a deal if you don't like get the right one. That's basically the round that I did, like that I'm gonna show now. I'm gonna go clockwise. I don't think, or maybe if you really want to train just fletching here, you might look into what's more effective if you're after the offerings, but I don't think you need to be that efficient with it, because you get way more than enough points, or through the searches of the offerings you get all of the collection log slots as well, and it's basically given that you're gonna green log it pretty quickly through that, because you can even sell back your stuff right here. I wasn't sure, because that's basically like, I don't know, like an hour after the update. I wasn't sure, because you get construction XP if you need the hammer and the saw. That's why I dropped it there, and you don't need anything basically in your inventory. So that was me trying to see if I need it or not. Yeah, if you go clockwise or counterclockwise, some people say counterclockwise is better because there are the little end trails that you can step on to get more rewards. There's like different type of things. I don't know what's the meta basically if you go for offerings, but like I said already, you don't really need that many offerings because you get the uniques as well from just searching them. So there's only one more totem that I need to hit, or that I'm gonna hit because I forgot one in this video, but I think it basically shows what you need to do or where you need to be. The log basket definitely helps with that, with doing this activity. If you don't have the log basket, you can still do it because there are 2 banks placed in a way that you can just grab a full inventory basically of stuff that you need, and then do half of the totems, then there's another bank, and do the other half, and then once you're done with those 2, you have the first bank again, and so on and so on. At this point as well, I wasn't even sure if the offerings stay on these things or not, so I always took them once the run was completed, but they stay on there indefinitely, so you don't need to pick it up even, so just even another inventory space that you can save. So it's not needed to pick them up. I think you can gain up to 15 or 16k on there even after update everything. They just stay there. So there's no need to worry about anything. Here you can see that was that's the first bank where I started again.
The
I'm gonna search through all of these and got my first ant branch. That was like, I don't know. I think do I even show it right now? I'm not even sure anymore. But you can see that I already have 2 ant branches and they are super common. And the fletching XP is also super nice to get. It's crazy. Fletching is a fast skill anyway. But this activity makes it a bit more it's not bank standing anymore. You're a bit more active. You get small reward as well. So overall, I really like this update. I like just basically also being able to get rid of all your bows. That makes it, especially for Ironman, I think, a lot easier to get 99 fletching. It's not that hard with broad arrows and all this kind of stuff. It's basically a buyable skill even for Ironman. But I think it's a chill way to do it with the, I think, let's say, intended way. So I got a full level before even relogging, or before even, I think it's expected to get get at least one level, especially this low, before you greenlog the activity. But as you can see, my inventory also stacked up quite a bit of rings. And at this point, I also didn't knew that you can like search 5 or so at a time. So I'm just gonna search them one by one. You get a lot of seeds, like all kind of different seeds. You get nests, even god nests. You get the uniques. You get these bale of flags. If you see that now and haven't done the activity, basically I would recommend to keep the bale of flags, because you can use them at the, especially as an Ironman, just keep them. If you have like the bowstring spool, you can use the bale of flags to unpack, then craft them into bowstrings, put them in the bowstring spool, or they go in there on their own. You don't even need to put them in there. And basically like that, you have pretty AFK and good XP crafting per hour. I think it's around like 40, 50k, 40k. I think somewhere around there. So it's pretty nice. What I did is I unpacked them all in the beginning, which kind of sucks. And I'm struggling with bank space, as you can see. But yeah, it's just me opening those. I got a duplicate, like 3 different uniques. That was kind of crazy how fast you do it. And if you do anything in this minigame, try to get the fletching knife as fast as possible. And if you want to do even more, if you know that you want to do more than just greenlog, I would honestly even recommend maybe selling your first bowstring spool to get the fletching knife, because it's 1 tick faster every action. That makes setting up the totems, like, it feels more in a normal RuneScape speed. I think that's the intended speed that it should have. But you don't have it if you don't have the fletching knife. So that's basically the reason why I would recommend everyone to basically instantly get it. So it's nicer to have the fletching knife, and it's also can be used at Winter Todd and basically fletching in general. It's kind of odd that you can equip it, but don't fletch while it is equipped. I mean, I don't know how they would make it possible that you fletch while it is equipped, but overall it's pretty nice to have this 1 tick faster. It also feels kind of weird to have this 1 tick faster. That's what I wanted to say. When you fletch normally now, it feels kind of odd because you're used to the normal fletching speed, basically. Here, now I was basically able to sell back my bowstring spool, because at this point I completely forgot that you can use a spool on another spool to get more capacity for one. But I wanted to get done with like this activity to greenlock it pretty early on. I think that was like, yeah, little thing on the side that I wanted to do. Here I'm gonna show like how fast it is now. You can see that like it's bum 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 for fletching. That's kind of crazy how much just 1 tick basically changes things up. I even needed to, because I had no U-logs and I was pretty close to greenlogging, I basically switched over to maple logs at the end to get my last points, basically. And you get XP in construction as well. And I didn't even knew that I was this close, but I'm gonna get 85 construction just from setting up these totems, which is kind of nice to have construction on a like semi-round number now as well. Also, my total level is getting up there slowly but surely, which is kind of cool as well to have that. I also was a bit impatient when it comes to basically looking through the offerings. So I tried to stack as many as I could before my fingers start tingling again, and I wanted to get a little bit of dopamine, especially because I got so many uniques in my first semi-bigger opening. I just wanted to keep going basically and open it. But I tried to at least get to semi-decent amount of things first before I looked through them. But this time around I got nothing. So yeah, that's why you see me opening up around 2 to 3k whale offerings now. But I think I really like this mechanic that they implemented, that you can get the uniques through these offerings, but have the safety net of you get 1 research point per 100 offerings. So you have these like fallback mechanic that if you go unlucky, you just need to play it for a bit longer, and then you can buy anything anyway. And when you have a higher fletching level and you can use like redwood, magic, or whatever, you get more offerings. So basically every tier gets more offerings for you, but they also stay for longer. So I heard that if you use redwood logs and shields or whatever redwood thing you're gonna use on that end, that from time to time when you're too fast, that you outrun like the ends that get rid of the totems, and you will arrive at the spot back and there's still a bit of a totem there. So that kind of sucks, but maybe it was just some guys that were super efficient or stuff like that, or if it's for everyone, I don't know. But yeah, I got the Greenman mask, so I didn't need to buy any of the uniques, which is kind of crazy. And that's only within, I think I greenlocked it, and then I'm gonna look up how many the searches I had. Like 155 searches. That's kind of crazy. I wouldn't even be able to buy like one unique yet. So that was pretty freaking fast, to be honest. I didn't expect it to be this fast, but I think it only took me maybe 2.5 hours to do that, with like figuring out how this even works and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty fast. And if you want to do this in a more AFK way, I would recommend going on a forestry world and just around these totems that are often like trees, and you can just stay on this world and just woodcut and basically get like this one totem only, woodcut one totem until it's done, and do that all the time. It's a pretty AFK, especially once you reach magics. Maybe you want to do that. And now there was like a big that's always so nice to reach that point.
The collection log.
I had the 2k laps of this course.
The collection log.
It's so nice to do. As you can see in the top left, like
the
60
collection
to
log.
70 laps per hour is
the
almost
collection log.
Like this, the rate that I go for
the
when
collection log.
I did it on the PC.
The collection log.
Something on the side or doing something. You drop like so much laps per hour if you don't focus really on it. I think you can maintain about 80 laps per hour if you're almost full focused, but let's be honest, who's full focus on running laps? I'm definitely not. Sometimes when I did some laps on mobile, then you're way more focused, even if you like split screen watch something on mobile or listen to a podcast or something like that. Then you're way more focused, but on PC, I'm definitely not that focused. And for the looks of those, I'm just going to show them really quick. I kind of don't know which one I like the most. I'm definitely going to keep the 2K Labs one as a little bit of a flex. I mean, it's something that almost everybody can do. You need Monkey Madness 2 to be able to even count the lab count, have the labs count. But that's especially another green log. And after that, I decided to just do a bit more of newer content with the Vale Totems as well, and try to grind out the steel ring. And as you can see in my chat box right there, that's my 46th kill overall. I had 25 already. I got super lucky. Oh, not super lucky. I got half the drop rate basically with about 20-ish kills. I think the drop rate is about 1 in 40, something around there. But that's another new collection log slot that they added, and another green section, so that's nice. And with that, we're going to come to an end for this episode. If you like this episode, feel free to leave a like. And if you don't want to miss out on any further episodes, feel free to leave a subscribe as well. Bye.